I know that I am coming to y'all on like the raw and the real, but I am on my way to a whole different world, a whole different life, and um, my place is completely empty. And I wanted to come to you in love and light and give a beautiful word to you before I get out here on the road. So please let me know if you are tapped in, if you can hear me, if everything looks good, sound good. Please let me know. I'm just checking to see. I look a little bit blurry, but it is what it is. Anyway, collective. So today is really special for me because as I've spoken to you guys before, um, this marks a day where my life is going to change. I am going for my dreams, I'm going for my goals, and it's going to completely change the way that I interact with you, the way that I love on y'all, the way that I give my messages, and everything. And I'm really excited about that. Here's the thing, as I speak to you guys all the time, I always say fall into the unknown, like go into what you don't know, because it always leads to something greater, something more beautiful, precious, and it's always in alignment. Even when there's opportunity to, or there's going to be a mess up, always go and fall into the unknown because you can find your way. And that's where I'm going. I am literally embarking on the unknown, and I have no idea. I can visualize what I want for my life, but as far as like what is ahead of me, I cannot tell you. I'm going to be just as surprised as you are when everything comes down to it. What I do know is that I trust in God. What I do know is that I prayed for this opportunity. I do know that I trust myself with all of the lessons that I've come to, that I've learned about in my life. Um, I know for a fact that this is it. This is the opportunity. And so, with that being said, I came on here to give you a word that when I speak to you, when I talk to you, when I tell you, like, trust yourself, fall into the unknown, um, that it's okay to be in a space that you don't know what's going on. When I tell you that, I have lived it, I live it. I'm currently living in a moment of I don't know what's coming next, and I am excited. And because I get to live this with you, I can't help but to document this journey in a way that is going to benefit all of those who may have doubted themselves, that may have been scared, that didn't know what was coming to them, that maybe took a step back and didn't go for their goals or dreams because they thought it was too late, they were too old, too tired, too heartbroken. Like, hey, this is not the case. And I know for a fact that a lot of you have sat on your dreams because you felt like you just weren't enough or didn't have enough. And I'm here to tell you that not only are you more than enough, but you have the skills and the know how to go above and beyond and get what it is that you truly deserve. This don't have nothing to do with tarot. This don't have nothing to do with nothing, none of that. This is just me purely saying, like, I am living exactly what I tell y'all it is, right? Like, I'm living exactly what it is that I support you guys in doing. And that's believing in yourself, trusting in God, trusting your divine path, and trusting the process. No, it's not always easy, but it will come. And I am so proud of you guys for sticking to it, coming in here, listening to a word when I give one, and recognizing that I'm not sitting behind my desk just just preaching. I am truly in the moment of living. And I feel better about this move than I have with any other move in my entire life. And I'm over the moon. I'm so happy. Like I can't wait to share this journey with you because it's going to show that I don't have everything together. I am going to struggle. You guys are going to see me fall flat on my face, and I can't wait to share that journey because it's real. It's real, and I know that this platform has told us that we must be perfect in everything that we do. But the fact of the matter is that no, you do not. You do not have to be perfect in everything you do. It's okay to trip up, fall on your face, and get back up. And I can't wait to share that with you because, guys, I tell you, as many times as I've fallen flat on my face, there's a phrase in like sports and dancing and things like that, and they say fall safely. Like you can fall, but fall safely. And that's where I am in my life, where I am expecting to fall, but I'm going to fall safely. I have a supportive family. I have supportive friends. I have people in my corner who truly believe in me and trust in me. And I believe in them to believe in me. And I just feel I'm over the moon for this opportunity. So as I sit here in this empty room and it's just me and little Coco, that's right, Coco, I'm gonna interrupt you. Say hi, Coco. It's just me and Coco, and my husband's finishing up packing up the truck, and we are out. We are gone, and I am just so excited. You ain't gotta shade me like that, Coco. And I'm just so excited. So y'all, please let me know in the chat what questions you have for me. I don't know. Like, I just want to come on here and let you know, like, it's possible. And I know the majority of my audience is like older. Like we are not, spring chickens anymore, right? Like we are older women and men. And so I know that society puts a timeline on us, right? Like we have to be a certain age in order to accomplish things, do things, be, a girl. And the only thing that I'm too old for is the games. That's the only thing I'm too old for. I have no time to play games. I have no time for the back and forth. But what I do have time for is investing in me. I have time for investing in my husband and my family, and making sure that I'm living a life that is filled with joy and opportunity, and to pour into others. So one of the things that I get to do is wake up in an environment that is truly conducive to my health, to my growth, to my mental wellness. And that's important. A lot of people don't get that until they are older. And I'm starting to realize that the younger generation is getting that earlier than what my generation got, and my generation is getting it earlier than what my parents' generation has. And so when you invest in the time it takes to build a peaceful world, a peaceful life, you will understand just how much building those barriers for people not to interrupt it comes into play. I plays no games when it comes to my peace of mind. I plays no games when it comes to my family. And that's what I want for all of us. Now, the other thing that, hey, lovely. The other thing that I want to say is that, like, my entire background is finna change. Y'all gonna be like, what in the world? Like, Cass, where are you, girl? I'm where Carmen Sandiego is, okay? Where in the world is Cass? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Like, my background is fitting to change. A lot of my messages will not come from a wall. It will come from a place of peace. And I just can't wait. I'm so excited to be able to be in a place where I can truly 10 trillion% pour into you. And if you're new here, I need to let you know that my last few awakenings, God has instructed me that I cannot leave this planet without pouring into the gifted, the anointed, the chosen, right? I get to pour into them. God did not say pour into those who are manipulative and try to change them. God did not say pour into those who are narcissistic. No, God told me to pour into those that He has chosen to shine a light on the rest of the world, but just need a little boost. And that's exactly what I'm here to do. I'm here to pour love and life into you. And it is a gift that I possess. One thing I've learned about the gift that I possess is that people can easily take advantage of it. I have been a victim of people taking advantage of my kindness, darkness. I've been a victim of people thinking that they could wear my skin and become me. I have been a victim of people who wanted to put me through humiliation rituals. I have been a part of that journey. And I am declaring and decreeing right along with the rest of you that they can fuck off. And I'm still here. And so when I talk about like truly investing in yourself, you cannot help anyone else on the plane if you don't put your oxygen mask on first. And that's what I'm here to tell you. I am team you, and I am so team you that I literally have it tatted on my finger. Like, I plays no games. So when I'm pointing at you, I'm pointing at you out of love. I'm telling you, like, it is you. It's you versus you. It's life versus you. It's like the world and you. It's God and you. It's nobody else. And that's just like, I can't even tell you more than that. Hey, Joe, am I freezing? I feel like my camera is freezing. If it is, then that's what it is. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to even keep this up, but my goal is to pour into you. My goal is to love on y'all. And I get to be in a space where I can fully like drown in that. I can fully be in that. So I am absolutely excited. I mean, I love you guys so much. So I'm going to be like away. I want to be away for like, I don't know, 3-4 days, maybe. If I can get something up, great. If I can record something as I'm on the road, because when I be on the road, I'm literally like on the road. I'm stopping, I'm sightseeing, I'm taking pictures, I'm walking Coco, I'm talking to people, I'm going to the Bigfoot statue, I'm doing all that, y'all. When I'm on the road, I am heavily invested. I love road trips. And so this is going to just be the mark of something amazing. And as I started out this conversation, okay, thank you, Joe. As I started out this conversation, like, I'm walking into the unknown. Literally, I am walking into a space where I don't know what's about to take place next. And I'm like, fucking bring it on. Bring it on. Okay. There's this scene in Austin Powers, the second one. I think it was the second one where the bald guy finds out that he has a son, and they're on like the Jerry Springer show, and they start coming out like fighting each other. And the son starts arguing with the audience, and he's like, "Bring it on, you stinking bitch!" And that's where I am in my life. That's where I'm like, "Bring it on, you stinking bitch!" I'm ready. I am ready, because no weapon formed against you shall prosper. And you know what? It's crazy because I've heard that all my life, but when you fighting it, when you like going toe to toe with it, it's almost like, girl, this weapon is whooping my behind. What you mean it won't prosper? What you mean this weapon is whooping my behind? Now, when I think about these weapons that are formed against me, when I think about people who are literally at this moment praying for my downfall, literally cannot understand how I'm winning, literally just they think that all I have is YouTube. I can walk away from YouTube and be completely happy with my life. And I want that for you as well. I want you to be able to walk away from these computers, walk away from these conversations, knowing that, like, yo, I'm solid in my foundation. So when I think about no weapon formed against me shall prosper, I think about all the people who are currently in they fees plotting against me and literally plotting and watching me win. How you plotting against me and still watching me win? That means it's you. That's why I talk about winning through spiritual warfare. That's why I want you to sign up for my free webinar on June 1st. It's free. It's free. And it's just me coming at you and pouring love into you and giving you strategy about winning through spiritual warfare. Yes, you can go through it. Yes, it hurts. Yes, it sucks. But that don't mean that you got to wear it. That don't mean you got to hold other people energy as you going through it. Winning through spiritual warfare is more than just a moment. It is about the lessons that you learn. You're going to go through spiritual warfare all the time. Collective tap in all the time. What does it look like? How are you handling it? How are you going to thrive through it? How are you going to recognize that it may be that person, but not this person? How are you going to sleep at night? What are your prayers transform into? Winning through spiritual warfare is more than just saying, oh, not today, devil, not today, Satan. It's more than that. Because it comes with the level of belief in yourself and belief with God, in God. And that a lot of times is circumvented by what's happening in real time. And I get it, we're human. That's what happens. But you gotta bypass that. And it takes just a little bit of maneuvering and operation to move past that. You see what I'm saying? So winning through spiritual warfare is a free webinar that I have coming up on June 1st. You guys are going to absolutely love it. Let me check my. Yes. That is what's beautiful about the unknown. Thank you so much. No, I'm so excited. Y'all, I cannot, like, I'm almost in tears just about like this next level of my life. I can't believe it. I can't believe like all this hard work, all the frustrations, all the times I stopped and started. Y'all don't even know, like, this channel has been stopped and started and stopped and started and stopped and started like for the last 2 years, 3 years, because I've been like going through the motions. I've been, dealing with family. I've been growing my family, like everything. And it's just like, like the loss of lives that I've had over the last 3 years. So people supporting me supporting other people. And I'm finally in my stride. And this was the last component of finding my way. And my husband was like, do it. I got you. Whatever you want to do. Just let me know the price tag and you got it. And sometimes I'd be like, all right, baby, this is this much. And he'd be like, yeah, okay. Find something a little bit, more affordable. And I'm like, all right, I can't blame my sister for trying. But the fact that I just put it out there and he was like, let's do it. It just, I thank God. I thank God for him. I thank God for my friends. I thank God for my sister Mermaid. And I got an email the other day. If you're not on my email list, go to cassyoung.com. After you get finished signing up for Winning Through Spiritual Warfare. Actually, does this thing work? Let me check. Okay. And sign up for my newsletter. But I got an email from somebody on my newsletter that was asking about like how did I build my community of people. And I tell you, it wasn't easy. Oh yeah, it does work. Yay. It definitely wasn't easy to do. I'll tell you that much. It took a lot of curation. It took a lot of trust. It took a lot of questioning, because at this point in my life, if you want to be in my life, you've got to get interviewed. And you've got to consistently qualify to be in my life. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like that'd be a great webinar. Just giving information about how, especially because I know the anointed, the gifted, the chosen, divine feminine, divine masculine roll by themselves all the time. A lot of times we've been so hurt and we've been trampled on so much that we would just prefer not to have friends. We would prefer to not deal with people. I'm not saying you have to have a huge circle around you, but then if you don't trust one person with your life in your circle, we got to change that. We got to change that. So building a community, I don't hang out with my friends all the time. I'm not on the phone all the time. But I know at any given time, if there is a connection to be made with them, it's going to happen, and vice versa. And I think that's pretty dope, don't you? Now, before I get up off of here, because y'all, I'm so tired. Y'all, I am so tired, y'all. Okay, first of all, I've been up since 3:00 this morning because packing freaking sucks. Packing freaking sucks. Like, it's just, why do you have so much stuff? I don't even have a lot of stuff. It's not like clothes, because I'm not a big fan of having a lot of clothes. I'm not a big fan of having a lot of stuff. I've been a minimalist. At least I try to be a minimalist at least the last 5-10 years. I'll say about 7 years of my life. But I have like a lot of knickknacks, like my grandmother in that way. I have a lot of knickknacks. And so like putting those, folding those up, and then the movers came, the packers came, got packers because girl, I wasn't doing all that. It's some things I just didn't want them to touch. Like, I don't want your hands on the things on my shrine. I don't want your hands on my oils. I don't want, like my anointing oils. I don't want your hands on my Bibles. I don't want you, like, so some of the things that they had to like not touch, like, please don't touch myself. But the other stuff they got together. Only thing I couldn't fit in the pod was my record player, but they got my classic records and my aloe plant, which is right over there. So I'm just gonna put that in the car and we're gonna ride out. But yes, building your community, y'all, it is absolutely necessary. If you want to learn how to win through spiritual warfare, go ahead on and scan that QR code that is on your screen right here and tap in, because I'm not going to be sitting up here just preaching to you all willy-nilly. I'm not going to do that. This is an interactive conversation. This is something that is going to benefit you, even if it's just a reminder. Okay, I don't want you coming in here thinking, oh, I'm gonna hear something brand new. She's gonna tell me how to do how I need to live my life. I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life. You're gonna do what you want to do. What I am offering is an opportunity to reframe spiritual warfare. And I don't know if you guys know this. Let me tell you straight up. Not you telling me I'm old. I am old. This record player. Listen, let me not go there because you're gonna get me off. You're gonna get me off. You're gonna get me off. Dang, Joe, I forgot what I was about to say. Anyway, if you can remember what I was about to say, Joe, where I started off, I would truly appreciate it, because you had to get me off my game. I was about to say something about spiritual warfare, wasn't I, y'all? See what Joe did? Oh, this is what I was about to say. I remember. So as I'd like to know what the buzz is happening in regards to spiritual warfare. Okay. And did y'all know that there is a plea for spiritual warfare to be taught in seminary schools, like in theology schools, in ministry schools? That means that the pastors, the ministers, those that are coming out of these expensive schools to guide and teach and have conversations about spiritual teachings, about spirituality, about religion, they do not have a foundation for spiritual warfare. There are professors out there pleading that these teachings become a part of the curriculum because it is not fully they are asking for separate courses in theology school for spiritual warfare because it's not being taught in an in-depth level. That is a fact. That is a Fendi fact. So imagine going to a spiritual leader, someone who's gone to school for probably 8 years, coming out and not having a skilled foundation in spiritual warfare. And when you go to them, you're asking, this is what's going on with me. This is what I'm having an issue with. This is spiritual warfare. There's wickedness in high places. I'm praying, but I don't feel like anything is happening. Like, how do I get out of this? Like, what's going on? And they don't have a foundation to pull you out. That is real. And so I want to, not that I am, smarter than professors, not that I've gone to seminary school, theology school, anything like that, but I do believe that there needs to be a foundation for spiritual warfare and how to get through it, because y'all, this world is coming at us so fast. Between the information overload, between AI coming at us, between these social media platforms, and like between the foods, right? And then you still dealing with personal life. Then you still dealing with your haters who literally hate you. You're still dealing with narcissistic family members some of your parents, kids wilding out. It's so many touch points with spiritual warfare. And I feel like we got to talk about it, because how else are you going to be aware? That's why you got to scan that barcode at the bottom, winning through spiritual warfare, so that you can be a part of a movement that is prepared and vigilant and has the eye for spiritual warfare when it knocks at your front door, because it's coming for the anointed. We need to stop playing and acting like spiritual warfare is not going to happen to the anointed, to the chosen, divine feminine, divine masculine, and the gifted. No, like, the enemy is plotting against you. And I'm not saying that to fearmonger you. I'm saying that so that you can be vigilant. So when it comes to your front door, you like, girl, I done seen you coming a mile away. Is this how, I mean, devil, is this how you come into my front door? It's whack. You're whack. Imagine seeing spiritual warfare come to your front door through a friend, through a family member, through somebody who's trying to manipulate you, and you like, girl, I seen you coming a mile away. Devil, step back, get back, get back. You don't know me like that, okay? And I want the anointed, the chosen, divine feminine, divine masculine, the gifted to understand that that is power. You are powerful when you can look at a situation like, this ain't nothing but the devil, and know how to handle it right then and there. Okay? So y'all need to go ahead and scan that barcode or go to CassYoung.com and click on that spiritual warfare countdown button so that you can be in tune and come in for my free webinar. And the last thing I want to say before I dip up out of here is that if you are in the midst of an awakening, or if you are in a moment of confusion, do not count yourself out. Don't. You are in the perfect space to reset, reframe, and reignite. Oh, I like that. I don't even have my bell. Tap in. You are in the perfect space for that. Reinvention of self. Doesn't mean you redo everything about yourself. No, that doesn't mean that you completely come out, being somebody else. No. Reinvention means that you understand what you won't tolerate anymore, and you place that barrier so thick and apparent in the world that people like, wow, this is a new version of you. Yes, this is the reinvention. It's like reintroducing yourself. Do you have another name? No, of course not. But sometimes people forget, and you got to remind them that you are not the 1, 2, or the 3. You're not none of them numbers. You are who you are, a child of God, a gifted, anointed, chosen, divine feminine, divine masculine, period. So if you feel like you're in a space of chaos right now, it's a perfect time to pick one thing that you need to take care of and take care of it right now. That's it. That's all. All right, y'all. I may leave this up. I don't know. Like, I'm like, girl, I'm thugging it today. I'm thugging it today, y'all. Oh my gosh, I feel so good, y'all. I feel so good. So y'all wish me luck. Hope I don't break a nail along the way. Okay, because these are like such a cute set. They got little clouds on them. So y'all don't just wish me luck. Anyway, I love you guys so much. I will see you hopefully on the road. If not, I will see you in my new place. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Bye.